Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another day of May I Scraplift You. Today I am scraplifting the very talented Jessica Michaels, and I chose this layout because I really liked this large title that had the stitching around it. Although I did not hand stitch, I did it on the sewing machine, and so my letters are already cut out on my silhouette and then I stitched on a sewing machine. I am using this awesome stencil from Scrapping Reflections, and I am using some primrose yellow paper glaze from Picket Fence Studio to put through it just to give it a nice really light touch of mixed media. And then my photo, I am backing it with some scrap paper that I pulled from my scrap bin. I chose this turquoise color because the little guy in the photo is wearing a turquoise shirt, and so I thought that worked really well. And I really think turquoise and yellow work great together, and the plaid of the first letter B has both the turquoise and the yellow in it. So I decided to go ahead and go with that. There isn't a whole lot of yellow in the photo, but that's okay. Also, Jessica's original layout has a texture paste in it as well. I think it was a chicken wire or something to that effect. And I think hers is tone on tone with the white there, but I decided to go with that yellow just to kind of give it a little bit of something different. So I'm liking this plaid. Again, I'm using more scraps. This is the same paper that first letter B is cut out of, as you can see there. I'm toying with adding some more layers behind it, but I think I decided not to. I think what I have works really well. Just the turquoise frames it great, and then adding that second layer with the yellow just was a nice addition. And since it's on the two corners, I didn't want to keep adding more and have it unbalanced. Okay, so it looks like maybe I end up with the turquoise being the first B and the plaid being the second B. Anyway, I'm liking the way this is looking so far. I did have a little bit of trouble doing the stitching on the A, so it's a little bit kind of imperfect, but I'm not really too stressed about it. It's, you know, part of the handmade process, and I think it looks nice, and so I'm pretty happy with the way that it turned out. Now I am pulling in a bunch of Paige Evans florals, and I think these are from the Splendid collection. I'm not really 100% sure. Let me see if I actually can tell here. It is from, yeah, it's from Splendid. I had multiple packages of that and I put them into one container, so they're not in their original packaging, but I do have a little note on it that it is from Splendid. And I thought these were perfect because obviously they're all the right colors, and then it also brings in a little bit of orange and a little bit of a darker turquoise to just give a little bit of depth and balance to everything. And then these two frames are actually from the Amy Tangerine's Picnic in the Park collection. And I'm going to go ahead and use both of those behind these florals. And I really like the way that these end up looking, just to give it a little bit of a finish and something a little bit different in the corners. I am splitting them in half and then using the larger section of the yellow on the bottom, and then the smaller section, or the larger section of the blue in the top on the left-hand side of the photo there, just to kind of make it a little bit different and keep it balanced. I didn't want to use the thinner section of the two Polaroid frames in one area because I felt like it looked a little bit unbalanced if I did that. I am popping my letters up onto some foam tape. Not all of them. I'm popping a couple of them. Actually, do I? I think I do pop all of them up onto some foam tape. Anyway, but I do keep them overlapping a little bit just so that it looks really natural and not perfectly spaced or anything like that. I don't want this to be a really precise layout where it feels like it's a portrait or something like that. I want it to be a little bit fun and playful. So definitely that helps when you have that little overlap going on. And then I'm going to glue everything down with my liquid glue, which is Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive. While I do that, don't forget to check out everyone who is playing along with May I Scraplift You. There is a link down below for all of the videos. They are in a playlist, so you can go and check those out, any of the videos that have been released to date. And go and give a little bit of love to Crystal over at Pineapple Papers for starting this entire series. And it's an awesome series that she does, I think, every month, and then she does it every May for the entire month of May. Now, I will be playing along with her for many of the days, but not all of the days. In fact, I'm not even sure who she has on today's. I didn't look at the list to see if I chose the same person or not. I didn't actually do a video for yesterday, but I did post on my Instagram because I did lift another talented scrapbooker, and so hopefully I will have videos for the rest of the month, but there is no guarantee. We'll see how that works out. So I'm adding just a little bit of liquid glue, which really does help when you have mixed media on your page. The mixed media doesn't hold great when you use just like your ATG or another dry adhesive. It's always, I feel it's always better to use liquid glue for that. And then same with the foam tape. I'm just using Fun Foam from Walmart to adhere or to give everything a little bit of lift. And in order to make that stick, I use my Nuvo as well, because the ATG adhesive just kind of rolls right off of the Fun Foam if you're not really careful. And I don't feel like that's a good way to hold it over time. I think it will hold it temporarily, but I'm not sure how that would work over time. So I don't feel confident in it. So I'm definitely just using my liquid glue on that. I'm going to also add a stitch all the way around the outside of this layout, and you don't get to see that portion of it because I don't do it on camera. I'm actually currently at a retreat when I filmed this, and I don't even actually have my camera set up to film at home over my sewing machine, so I definitely didn't have that option at a retreat either. I do end up using this piece that says Summer Lovin', and I cut the summer off of it. It's the same yellow, and so my title is going to be Baby Lovin', because well, I thought the Lovin' worked out really good. It's the same shade of yellow, and I thought it was a great way to add a little something to this title. And I'm really happy with the way that this actually comes out, you guys. It's a really nice color combination, I think. And I just like the little nod to the yellow that mixed media gives. And I will put a link down below also for the stencil and any of the products that I may have used that might still be available on here. And then the two little pieces that I'm playing around with there, I don't end up using them. Those are also from the Amy Tangerine Picnic in the Park. And while they do match perfectly, I kind of felt like they kind of took away from the clusters. It was a little too much. And so I moved them around quite a bit and thought about playing with them and figuring out where I could put them, and I don't end up using them. And there you get to see the stitching all the way around the outside, and that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, please leave those down below, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. I really appreciate the time that you took today to watch my video, and if you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button, and if you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe as well. I did finish this off with a little bit of gold splatter, you guys. You can see it there in the close-ups, and that is it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys hopefully again tomorrow with another video. Bye-bye.